Now, right at the beginning of your solo, you play a line that normally I think of going to your G minor 7 in concert, going to my A minor. Normally I'd play it like, but can you play your line here? That's brilliant. Now, how'd you come up? It's the same shape as a line from my book, but it's completely different. How do you think about that, and how'd you come up with that?
Yeah, well, I was playing your figure 55, number 1B in particular, and the pickup is the great thing there. So this chromatic triplet pickup to the scale. So that scale is a particular one that you're using there, but I've been practicing and I'm very fond of this scale. And it fits with the D7. I'm going
Right.
to G minor, so the D7. And that's handy because it goes 8 notes in the octave. So I'm trying to get this thing in my brain, you know.
Right.
So I need as many little tools as I can hold on to. And you said one time to me, you said, use anything possible to help you get it. So this helped me get it. I'm on D7 and I'm going D to D on this
Right,
line.
D to D.
And I'm using that scale and I'm helping the whole figure by having this triplet chromatic pickup in front of it.
Now, how do you think of this scale from root to root, from D to D?
Well, I think of it as half step, whole step, half step, whole step. That's the whole thing, you know. And so it would be like what you would use for a diminished scale, but you start with the half step.
Right.
I kind of learned it backwards, to tell you the truth. So that on the dominant 7, it starts with the half step. So.
So let's go back to the soloing and talk a little about your idea on the B flat half diminished, or on the B flat minor 7 to E flat 7. What were your thoughts here? Can you play the line first? And what were you thinking there, on the initial line on the B flat minor 7? How did you come about that?
Well, I noticed that this progression is going B flat minor 7 to E flat 7, and I thought Richie's got a lot of hot tips in this book about 2-5 progression, and I had noticed that this figure, it's number 2, figure 55, number 2, that it has a flat 5 within there, and I thought, I wonder if that will sound okay with this B flat minor 7. Can I play the flat 5? Like you do it in blues. If it works in the blues, would it work here?
Right.
So I had a keyboard there, and I played the B flat minor 7, and I played the flat 5 line over it, and lo and behold, it sounded okay.
It's like magic.
Like magic. So I looked here to find the key, and I just displaced it rhythmically so that I have a pickup. So I found the B flat a half diminished 7 going to E flat 7, flat 9. And I used it on the B flat minor 7 to E flat 7.
Perfect. Carolyn is doing something very sophisticated here. She's taking a line from Book 2, which begins on beat 1, and moving it a bar earlier to beat 4. In jazz, we often do this. We anticipate a chord change. If you practice the patterns from my book diligently and get them under your fingers, this all becomes possible. Can you play it, in fact, can you play it with the with your music?
Sure. Do you want to go from the beginning of this section with the C minor?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll take it a little slower than before.
Can you play it for me so I can hear it?
From your book or?
No, from your solo.
My solo on the downbeat there. 3, 4.
Beautiful.
That fits right there. It's beautiful. Your book has.
Oh, you're taking off the first 2 notes.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Yeah.
That's all.
Let me get my mute. So, let's see.
Straight from there, and it's that minor third relationship.
Right. Beautiful. And play me the next line.
Up a minor third.
This one. You truncated that one too and took off the first 2 notes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really thinking for yourself. That's,
Sorry,
that's
Richie.
really good. No, that's good.
That's good?
That's,
Okay,
that's
I'll
what
take
I
it.
want. Yeah. Beautiful. Cycle of fifths. It's fun to hear on the flute. And let's just talk a little about the next line you wanted to speak about.
Well, the cycle of fifths. I mean, this is not directly from your book, really.
Mhm.
It's inspired by Figure 75, because there's
Right.
so many ways of working through the cycle of fifths using just the triad notes. And so I did that here. I tend to overcomplicate things, and then I can't play them. So I was trying to strip it down and just...
Yeah, especially at quick speeds and on the bandstand, we want to make sure we could repeat anything we write out or want to play. And I often tell people and students, not just students, but people in general, that on the bandstand it often doesn't come out. They'll be disappointed. But if it doesn't come out 10 times, it means it's too hard. If it doesn't come out 2 or 3, you could work it out, and the 3rd, 4th, 5th time it'll come out. Can I hear your line, and then we'll talk about your thinking on it. So this is, you're going to start on bar
like it's still
29,
in the G minor
are you starting?
7. Okay. 3, 4, 1. Here I had to do this little twist, and that was good because I had done the pattern twice already, and I wanted to change it a little bit the 3rd time, and the flat 5 made it necessary.
So
was really.
We're going to slow this down a little more towards middle school level. So let's slow the tempo down a
Okay.
little, Carolyn.
Here's quarter is 86.
Cool. Phrases like that come out after a while. You're playing it enough, and Carolyn's doing that, of course, in her solo in the key of G minor.
Do you want to say goodbye? It's been wonderful working here today. I learned so much working with Richie. Thank you, Richie.
And thank you, Carolyn, and thank you, audience, for listening to how we use my two books, Part 1 and Part 2. And the book is called A Lyrical Approach Supplemental Book 1 or 2, and you can purchase them on my website. And of course, I'll have a card up here in the YouTube video. You could just push that and that'll bring you to purchasing the book or looking at the book. And you could also purchase iRealPro, the program we're using for playalong, from my website. So it's all stop shopping on RichieVitale.com. Thank you for watching.